Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be making cabbage and shrimp. Now before we get into it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Now without further ado, let's get into it. So first, we're going to start off with 1 medium onion. So you're just going to go ahead and slice that onion. So you're then going to take 1 large carrot. We're going to cut that carrot in half, and then we're going to split it in half again, lengthwise. And we're just going to cut that on the bias. So we're then going to take 1 zucchini. I happen to have a green zucchini on hand. And you're just going to cut that into slices on a bias. So now you're just going to take those slices and you're going to cut them in half, as I'm doing here. So here I have sweet peppers. We're going to be using 1/4 of each pepper. So what we're going to do is just slice the red, the green, and the yellow peppers into slices. Now these sweet peppers will add a great flavor and sweetness to our vegetable dish. So here I have 1 medium cabbage. So I'm just going to cut the cabbage in half, and we're going to remove the core as it's very tough and inedible. To remove it, I just cut a triangular cut where the core is located, and it should easily just pop out like this. So just a side note, I'll only be using half of my cabbage today for this recipe. You can use the whole cabbage if you choose to do so. So now we're just going to cut the cabbage into medium size strips. We don't want it too small because when it's cooked, we do still want it to have a crunch. And this is how it should look. So the shrimp I'll be using today is extra large shrimp. Size is 26 to 30 per pound. Now I did go ahead and wash the shrimp with vinegar and water, so let's get seasoning. So first off, we're going to start with 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of seafood seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. So we're just going to go ahead and give that a good mix to ensure that the seasonings are well blended with the shrimp. Now once that's been mixed, we're just going to set that aside for 15 minutes to allow the shrimp to marinate. So we're just going to go ahead and heat a pan on high heat, and we're just going to add some canola oil. Once that oil is hot, we're then going to proceed to add our shrimp. Now the high temperature is just to ensure that we get a good sear on the outside of the shrimp. To the amount of shrimp that's going into this pan, the temperature of the oil will drop, and we don't want it to drop too low because we don't want to steam the shrimp. We're just giving it a quick sear. So we're just going to sear the shrimp on each side for 2 minutes or until the shrimp is pink. Just like this. Now keep in mind, we do not want to overcook the shrimp as it will cause for it to be rubbery and tough, and you won't enjoy it. So now, we're just going to remove the shrimp from the pan and we're just going to set it aside. So to the same pan, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. We're then going to add our onions and sweet peppers, and we're just going to give that a quick saute for about 30 seconds. We're then going to add our carrots. Once we've added the carrots, we're just going to saute that for another 2 to 3 minutes. So now we're going to add our zucchini. We're also going to season with 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So at this point, we're just going to saute the vegetables for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now we don't want to overdo it because we do still want a bit of crunch to the veg. So we're just going to add our cabbage to the pan. Now, I know it looks like a lot of cabbage for the size of pan that I'm using, but please keep in mind that it is going to wilt a little bit, so it will all fit in the pan once it's steamed and wilted a bit. So at this point, we're just going to cover and we're going to cook it for 5 minutes. So now it's been 5 minutes. We're just going to uncover and just stir the pot just to ensure that everything's well incorporated and also to ensure even cooking of the vegetables. So now, we're just going to season with 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. Now these seasonings are a great complement to the vegetables. It'll give it a lot of flavor without adding too much salt. Now we're trying to remain healthy with this dish. We're also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of seafood seasoning. This will help to enhance the seafood flavor along with the shrimp that's going to be added later. So we're just going to give that a good mix to incorporate all the seasonings that we've added. So I'm just going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So we're just going to allow this to saute for 3 minutes. So now we're just going to add our shrimp. And we're just going to give that a good mix to evenly distribute the shrimp throughout our veg. At this point, we're just going to cook it for about 2 minutes. This dish is a quick and easy dish to prepare. It also can be enjoyed by those that are pescatarian. And there you have it, folks. Voila, all done. Look at all the vibrant colors within this dish and how juicy and plump the shrimp look. Who said eating healthy shouldn't taste good? This dish is packed with flavor. It can be served over rice, over noodles, with ground provisions and dumpling, or just enjoyed upon its own. Here, I've just plated it with some freshly steamed basmati rice. Hope you guys give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Now, as always, enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.